trading? Oh, what strategy are you trading? Good weeks are awesome. Great to hear it. Okay, let's see what we got. Someone sent me he buy today, but he said why did he not buy? Let's see. We got from a Telegram. Ah, what do you catch, Joe? You had a nice week. What do you catch? Where's Mark? Oh, welcome, Mark. Who's Mark? Okay. Welcome, Mark. Nice to see you here. Don't think you've been here before. Um, have you been here before? Because if not, I might explain a bit about the concept, what I do. If you have, then you probably know the concept. Do you understand my concept? Have you been here before? Okay. So you understand what I do then? Kind of. Okay, if you got any question, just put it down and I'll try to explain it. Uh, basically, breakout. I just trade a breakout. As in, not breakout as in like breakout and I trade. As my directions breakout, my entries, e.g. internal confirmation. So you got that a breakout. That's gonna be a, I don't know, say example, 4 hour time frame. This is a pullback. And this is also a breakout of support and resistance level. This is an A level, so a resistant breakout. This is a support level breakout. Um, then after the pullback depending on what time frame is. If it is a H1, my setup will be H4. My setup is always one time frame higher than the actual pullback. And then my confirmation is the same time frame as the pullback. So that would be for my low risk, because that would be if that was H1, this would be H1. That's H4. This is one time frame lower than H4, so that's my low risk. If this was two time frame lower, that would be high risk. But this always remain the same, as in like the pullback time frame is always one time frame lower than the pullback. So if I had I did that pullback there, I mean that confirmation there. When you come back to my entry, I'll find a zone in here somewhere to buy from. And then although my roadblock would be my pullback, that would be my first TP. But obviously it's not as simple as that in terms of like obviously there's other factors come to play like for example price can always sometimes do that. It come to my TP or roadblock before it come back to my entry. Or sometimes this confirmation doesn't form at the origin of the breakout, it can form like up here somewhere, and then how do you deal with that? Little bits and bob like that, or what make this if a trade still this setup still valid? That makes sense. Little things like that. So when we go through it, hopefully you can understand it better, and obviously the more video you watch, hopefully you get to see it. So if we're looking at gold now, obviously we know weekly, monthly, daily all bullish. The only lowest time frame pullback. Because I always check the time frame pullback because I know what time frame setup I'm playing with. So right now the CMP breakout on H1. Let's clear everything first. Is yeah, that's a CMP, right? And that's break to a downside. So every time I have a breakout, I always check one time frame higher to see what is that to the H4, for example. So the H4 recent breakout is here, right? Because this candle have not closed yet. We need a candle close to confirm any breakout. That makes sense? So like that is the recent breakout here. There's no breakout this side, no breakout that one. Because that one, the candle's not closed yet, as you see, is would be this one here. So that's not closed yet, so we can't um, say that's a breakout. So now I know that my H1 pullback is my H1 breakout is a pullback to my H4 bullish breakout. So now, so that time frame, obviously, I gotta wait for confirmation, which is gonna be You got another hour, so 2, 3 hours before that happened. So say if I want to look at a sell, for example, um, just if I'm playing a 1 hour time frame, so I would wait for the 30-minute breakout. 30-minute breakout has not done yet. Well, 30-minute breakout would be breakout to the upside because the 1 hour's breakout to the downside. So this would be my pullback, and this is my time frame setup. Did that kind of explain it? It's quite simple when you kind of get the legitimacy of it. So goal right now, yeah, there's not for me. I only deal with H1, H4, low risk setup. That's the kind of my go-to trainer what I wait for. But obviously, if you're in my group, you know that I also mark the zone where more I think most likely to have a reaction to trying to get a 30 pip scalp. 20 pips is a counter trend and 30 pips with a trend. So right now, all I can see is probably in here somewhere there'll be a zone. I did have the zone marked down here yesterday. We had a couple good trades yesterday. Uh, so let's see what zone we got. So there's no high risk. I mean, no low risk setup. Probably only for sell, for a little scalp sell for any reaction. The this Yeah. But sometimes you find an EF here that's a strong level. And how do you define a strong level? Is for me, if it has more than two breakout, as in like example, if we go on this time frame, we got that's a resistant. This rundown has broke that one breakout, another resistant, two breakout, another resistant, three breakout, another resistant, four breakout. And if you're dealing with EFEG engulfing wise, you gotta look. It's created EF, it created EF, EF, whatnot. So this one itself, basically, what I'm trying to do is find the course of the breakout. Where did the breakout kind of start from? So even on M15, you still have that rundown and that one breakout, two breakout, three breakout, EF, EF, EF. But that's not EF. Uh, even M30 had. So in here, and that was me refining it to, I think it was 5 minute. Yeah, that's 5 minute, but let's see on a 1 hour. So price could still react from here and come down. Because I feel like in there's a strong zone somewhere. Look at that. So while I wait for my H1, H4 setup, which is what I tend to, low risk, tend to go quite a bit lot side. It can take some times. Some days I'll probably have one trade or two trades, and some days no trade. So in the meantime, I'm just trying to find a strong zone where I think price can react from. And yeah, and I think we've done quite well in our group. It's only started since the start of January, and a lot of the zone have reacted really well. And the setup, we what do you think, guys? Yeah, and you, Thomas, you joined lately. How do you think of the group? Is it any useful to you? I'm surprised you said you didn't catch enough trade this week though, because we got today's Thursday. We caught. I think the only stop loss we had was on a Tuesday. Monday we had three set up. Uh, nice. Uh, TP1 price come down closes in above profit. We moved a stop loss, 12 stop loss. Yesterday we had a good trade. I caught another trade in the night, and then it ran 100 pips. It was 66, I think, 66, yeah, and it went up to 70 something, yeah. But I was busy, and I didn't take my TP was up here. I didn't take partial move to break even. No, I had moved to break even. That's why I left it. Then it come down, hit me. So instead of taking some partial of that 100 pips, it moved back and hit me. So that was my second trade. But it got me breaking even. The first one was TP somewhere down here. The buy. Where was the buy? I think it was here. Yeah, it was 59. I got it in 59. Went for my, I believe was just over 2 to 1. Where would I think my TP would have been here. Yeah, definitely. Let me see my chart. It's all documented in my Telegram group. Any live marking, no hindsight or no editing like that. It was just there. And I take it here because I thought this was a good zone, and you can see it did give it a pullback, but eventually did go. But even the pullback, it gave it 100 pips. For even you enter the pullback where the zone was marked, you still get a minimum 30 pips. 40 something there. Ah, yeah, yes, yeah. I think it's going nicely because like there's no bullshitting in it. Like if I hit stop loss, then I'm saying I'm gonna hit stop loss. I never hit TP and I mark my zone, but there's a time where I won't just enter and I always put on the group chat, well, price is quite strong. I'm gonna wait for an opposite breakout, things like that. So and yeah, it's going slow, nice and slowly. I don't really advertise it apart from got a YouTube channel and that's about it. So let's see for buy. We got any buy zone? So right now, how I see is depend on this H4 break because this H4 break to the upside here, price is below right now. So we got 2 hours left to go, and I feel like price is going to do a breakout now. If it stay down here, obviously we got this lightly breakout in 2 hours to the bear side. And my breakout is support AOV, support of resistance. A is like a shape of A if you know Malaysian SNR. Or even just support resistance in general. Two opposite candle, build a level. And if that's gonna break, then what I do is obviously this will be H4, so I'll look one time frame higher to see where's a recent breakout, which is down here. So I know that H4 breakout, this H4 breakout here is a pullback to this. So now if I'm trading a daily time frame or I'm trading the pullback, I gotta make sure I got a good range between here and where that break is, and also any roadblock in the middle. So my roadblock will be the same time frame as the pullback. So that's gonna be one of my roadblock. In here, I got another one, and obviously you got that level there, but that's inside my zone anyway. And yeah, and tend to roadblock tend to you know have a kind of reaction to it or even reverse it. A lot of time it does reverse it, and that would be my kind of range that I'm gonna play with. So I know like if I want to get a better price or if the market want to give me a better price, I understand where it would go. So that's that. Like we had a few say here, like you got that's the daily breakout. There were price down here somewhere. Then you got isn't it? Okay. H4 break to the downside here. So that H4 is my pullback to a daily. I mark my roadblock where I think price might change. Here's one. Wicket and then go above. And then this is too big for me. I would mark that level. And then my other one would be this one here. And how I'm marking my roadblock and golfing is and you probably think, oh, why am I choose this candle? Or I know why I choose this should be this candle. Why I choose this candle? You know, likewise. Um, how I choose then the what I call the entry zone, because roadblock could be an entry zone, is if I'm buying this engulfing here, three candle to form engulfing, and if I'm buying, I gotta see take the previous high. So the first candle, did it take the previous high? Yes, so I can just mark that. I don't need to go to the next one. But with this one, two candle engulfing, the first one take the previous high? No. The second one take the previous high? Yes, so I'm marking that one. That's how I mark my zone. So, let's see. H, okay. And then there's also a hidden base kind of thing, so that would be a little area where it would cause reaction. But then again, don't forget a zone, just a zone, right? It's what price does when it get there on when it's there. In terms of momentum, is it getting stronger? Is the buying pressure coming in? So if you kind of like refine it, you could see that this, and then you got this, and then you got this EF is quite strong as well. So that EF, let's get his reaction here, and this, the engulfing would be this candle. That tap into it. No mistake. So that's not been mitigated. That one, not one. I do multiple time frame setup for H4, so I need to see group pattern. First, most of them the goal will drop to a level around 2581 to give you that continued bullish. Let's see that. Let's see what you think that 2851. So we're around here. Right there. Let's have a look. On H1. Okay. What pattern is this? 2851 is here. Multiple sizes. So from H4, I need to see a few pattern. What pattern we got on H4 then for that? So that's more like a gap imbalance. That's what I can see from H4. What kind of pattern are we looking at, Thomas? Some The only thing I see there, if you want to buy from 2851, is field imbalance. That's in terms of like SMC or ICT or whatever you want to call it. And then H4. Yeah, at the moment I can't. The only thing I see there is imbalance, and then H1. I have to go deeper. Let's see what's there. So what I can see, this one is for me is what I learned before is called a pine tree. So basically, three consecutive same color candle, bullish or bearish candle, in this case bullish, and the body is covered on both sides. So in there, this is a strong level, a strong zone itself. You can do back test on that and see if price reacted when the middle candle is covered both sides, both sides cover the whole body of it. Wick, whole body, doesn't matter where we are. We're here. Okay. So let's see that. Well, there's something there for me in terms of 2851 is what I call I can explain the pine tree, but Uh, can could not combine with the strategy trade, but yeah. Okay, so you got an indicator to show you. Okay, I still need to get rejection. Okay. Yeah. How would I see? Where would I see bullish now? Okay, so if we get a 4 hour bear breakout, um, my obviously I said that would be a pullback to the daily. So all this area here, it will be my roadblock where quite likely to change. But because there's a good distance from price coming down to the first roadblock, over 100 pips, and I'm looking to trade, uh, sell it. But I got obviously for me to sell, I gotta have a full complete setup. Breakout, pullback, confirmation, pullback, confirmation, then go. So even with that, now I gotta wait. Say this 4 hour. Right now it's gotta do this, which is another 3, 4 candles. That's 4, 5 hours. Then sorry, and that if don't touch that, if it doesn't touch the roadblock, then I can enter there, TP there, or TP to the next roadblock. That's another thing I need to kind of like get better at holding my trade. 'Cause a lot of my trade, I tend to hit TP, but they seem to fly. Like this one yesterday, fly, and one time I thought I'm gonna hold it. I come back and hit my break even yesterday. So but then even the 1 hour, obviously the 1 hour can be a bit short, a bit closer, right? So if we go to 1 hour, that's a breakout. So M38 there's a pullback somewhere like this. That's 2, 3 candle. I don't know, hour and a half maybe. Another 2, 3 candle. Well, minimum 3 candles. Another hour and a half. That's just the minimum. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't just do 3 candle breakout. So I know that good 3, 4 hours before my any setup comes, I can just get away from the chart. Do what I gotta do. Set my alert. Come back later. Or if I'm not got nothing to do, just look for my scalping zone. So I'm gonna wait. I'll put my Telegram group on here if everybody wanna have a look at it. Ah. Any pair you guys want me to check out? What was I saying? Yeah, I said if I was bearish selling bear, this is the kind of area that I'm gonna look at price that I see have any kind of reaction to continue with the daily bull. So the daily bull from right all the way down here. UJ, okay, brother. Right down here, so yeah, even in here somewhere, there's something. This here. Don't think got something in there. Alright, see you later, Joe. Okay, UJ. Seems like everything's bearish. Okay. Weekly's bearish. Okay. I don't trade monthly or weekly, but it's just nice to know where you're at. So the monthly breakout's there. We're nearly at the monthly. Weekly done is pullback. We got daily net, so daily's still bare. Weekly done a pullback, so no. This big candles or something's gonna. This will be my roadblock. This big red white candle, bullish candle. So in there we have. You see this daily breakout. this is not no pullback to anything. This is a continuous for the weekly because the weekly is bearish. So when we got like a lot of time frame, high, especially high time frame, obviously, or in one direction, price can just go. So H4 will be bearish too, and the recent one is this one here. Let me mark that. And we are at this. There was that daily level that I marked. Daily hidden base. Okay. So daily is bearish. H1 bullish. Pull back to the H4. We're at the H4 origin. So if I was going to take this sell here, following the H4 on the daily and everything, I would like to see even the M30 break to a downside first before I think about selling. The highest time frame, or the lowest time frame I'll see a best break is the M30. H1 would be ideal, that's slowest, but M30 would have probably most likely to happen first. So that would be for my sell. I would buy anything yet unless this lower break kind of close above it. And that does look like a EF break, break, break. We find that. Yes, you don't want to be finding it too low though. Sometimes you miss your entry. You find it a bit low, well too much. So M15. So if you wanted to trade lower time frame, which is obviously it does work, but not as good win rate as what I do with H4 H1. You know, after back testing, I realized H4 H1 is the one. It's the one with the better win rate and all that. But say you want to trade it, I don't know, say M15 lower time frame. That's a breakout to the upside. What's that to the M30? That's continuous. Um, but don't forget, you got to check where you're at in terms of price. So, like I check on a monthly, weekly for the H4 and daily. You check where price at for the H1, for example. H1 is bullish to the upside, but obviously the H4 is bearish. So you're at kind of like at the end. So even if M15 gives you setup, yeah, you like now pull back, and if that break, I would think twice about buying it, only because H4 is higher, stronger. You too, Mark. Thanks for joining, mate. Twice about buying it because H4 is higher and H4 is bearish, and we're at kind of at the if you talk about the range, we're at the highest point now, or near the highest point, anyway. So the breakout stuff there, so I will use that. That will be my range for the H4 bearish break. So if the M15 gives a buy setup, I will think twice to buy. That's the first pullback. And then into buying for M5, that breakout TP is your roll block here, so it's not much distance to buy to anyway, and plus you're on a H4. So I would wait for M30 to break. That's the lowest. Because you can't wait for M15 to break. Because you're two times higher. In terms of selling, that is. Kind of. You wait for M15 to break, so the two times higher is 1 hour, but 1 hour bull. So you can't be selling only. That's why I said the minimum time frame to think about selling is M30. Because M30 two times higher is H4 and H4 is bear. So M30 sell. Break the downside, that would be ideal. UJ, yeah, H4. Yeah, I think the same. I think just waiting for a sell. I mean, if you want to sell off, I don't know, H4 level, that's just for me like that's something touch trade. But I'm not into that. I'm more about confirmation, pullback, and everything. So yeah, can we see any zones? This is a nice zone, very marked, and you got like a high, low, high, high anyway. Possibly. Yeah, mad innit? That's like I always say this to my son that he's a footballer. You know, there's many ways to sort of score a goal, right? You can score with a header, left foot, right foot, overhead kicks, things like that. So there's many ways of get achieving what you want to achieve. Just what you comfortable with it, and what how you use a certain concept and collection of data to show you that it can, that it give you the edge basically. Good morning, Rudy. How you doing, bud? So yeah, that's for UJ. Do we talk about yeah? So we look at GJ, yeah. Cause no AJ does that. Oh, look at that pair. Where's GJ? Why have I not got it here? See that. Look like a weekly drop there. Rejection of what level? So monthly buy, weekly at the bottom of the monthly, weekly sell. So at the pullback, where would that be? What for there? Monday, yeah. So open quite big gap, right? Open here. Did GJ play out for? Did you look at GJ last week after this live stream? Did it play out? I haven't looked at GJ ever since. I can't remember what I said now about it. Did you post a video last week, Thomas? Or the live stream on YouTube? Got bearish break here. Reject of this. Did it touch it? No. Oh, okay. Got that. So daily page 4. Everything seemed bearish. So we're at the bottom of the monthly. To where the monthly level is. We surpassed it. This is H1. Well, how long? Or new candle. So it looks like you got a pullback on H1 into this H4 level. This is high time with two kind of level that could turn it around if you want to turn around to go follow with a monthly bullish. But the weekly rejected, right? Big rejection, yeah. So do see how that goes. But in terms right now, currently look like did M30 had a this candle gonna close. We might have a high risk setup, but the thing with this is breaking the pullback area, and it's quite low down in terms of 4 hour range. 150. And this up here, for me up here, good zone that I think it come back into. So yeah, if I was marking my zone, even this here, this is the kind of area that I would think if price get there, could have some sort of reaction. And to sell, you just wanna wait for low risk breakout. But even that, like you got in terms of like what we've been taught, I would need another confirmation only because the TP itself has already been tapping before it gave us a breakout. I mean, it gave us a confirmation, but it's already coming to the TP without coming back to give us the come back to the entry zone. But yeah, this is kind of the area that I will look at. How would I explain it? Go back to gold. What we got on gold? What is anyone see anything on gold or anywhere? Any other pair? 4 hours, 2 more hours. Break to the downside. Nothing else over yet. Okay, so if we bear now on H1, H4 candle look like it's gonna close above this. So we got a H4 break to the downside. I'm assuming how much pip there? 67. Over 100 pips. You need to go back over 100 pips for it not to be a break downside. So this is the area I'm looking at. Yeah, no low risk setup, not for a while yet. Yeah, 285, 285 one as well. 53. Not quite 30 pips. 30, 53, 6, 50, nah, not quite 30 pips yet. Give a little reaction, but just I think 20 pips or so. Yeah, my scalp zone, I'm trying to aim for like 30 pips. But because there's no low risk setup, it's taking quite a while. What's the lower time frame you guys trade? Oh, it was overloaded already. Okay, I might actually I might have to ask Rudy Junior. Send him the link if possible and put that on the YouTube. Lowest time frame. Yeah, lowest time frame, as in like lowest time frame, setup time frame. Because with my H4, H1, it take quite a while for it to form, and sometimes patience is quite difficult to. Well, you gotta have it, I know, but sometimes it can be difficult. That's why I have like little scalp zone to keep it going. 15-minute max. Is that entry or that setup? Entry. Okay, yeah. No, I think yeah, I think entry is okay though. But setup wise, no. I backtest slow time setup for like zone to zone scalp and things like that, or even low risk, high risk. It's not as good, obviously, as the H1. I know, wood brother. No rush. I'm not rushing. Uh, oh, just waiting. Really. Anyone got any better pair you want to look at? If not, I think I'm gonna call it now because my daughter's gonna leave soon. I'm gonna say goodbye to her. Plus, I'm gonna go back to bed. I'm not feeling too well today. I think I'm coming down with something. Okay, guys, thanks for joining and your support. The usual suspect. uh, nah, it's been good years, Thomas. It's helped me out a lot. Alright, guys, hope you all have a good week. And inshallah, we do it next week again. Same time, maybe. I'll let you guys know over the weekend, inshallah. YouTuber, thank you, you're welcome. Alright, guys, have a good week. I'll see you all soon. Take care.